Hello there. I hope that this message finds you well. If it does not, I hope that it helps you get well. With that being said, everything that you choose to believe or not believe is entirely up to you. If you like this, awesome. If you don't like this, awesome. Neither way is it my business. So, that being said, let's just see what we have. What we got going on. What would benefit you to hear right now? What are you going through? How can I assist you? We have the Page of Swords. Three of Swords on the bottom. So I feel like you've had a situation or something that has kept you down and out and stuck and going freaking through it. But with all the Swords energy and the Four of Swords, because you've got the 1 and the 3, you kind of had to rest. I feel like you were just kind of put in time out by the universe, which happens to, all of us at some point. But with this, I feel like you're tired, like still super tired, but you're ready to just end whatever this situation is. We got Four of Swords. I just talked about the Four of Swords. Whatever it is that's going on, though, I feel like if you need to take a break, that's fine, because you're still safe. You're still protected. This is your fight. This is a consequence of a choice that you made at some point. But sometimes it takes us a while to deal with those consequences. Ten of Wands and the Magician and the Hierophant. All right. Whatever your situation was, you've come out stronger for it. Your shoulders are bigger, wider, can carry more, proverbially. And it's not as heavy because of this. So this was some kind of lesson that you learned, that you were meant to learn, even if it sucked, because for the most part, these lessons do really freaking suck. Half the time, we don't even know we're going through them till we're on our way out. But the magic of that is that now you know the truth behind whatever this situation was. Whether it's something you could see in the physical, whether it's not, it's going to depend. But your lesson was something that made you stronger. Something that has helped bring your spirit closer to alignment, to where it is meant to be. That was a terrible shuffle, but let's see what this may have been about. Like discipline, might, karma, severity. So as I said, this was the direct result from a decision that was made, a choice that was made at some point, whether it be with it landing on the Four of Swords, whether it be a lack of action. Maybe this was something that you needed to work on. You knew you needed to work on it, but you just didn't for whatever reason. And now we've been forced to work through it. The Soul Triangle. Again, being led closer to where you're meant to be. The Wheel of Fortune. So even if you're feeling like you are at, on the bottom we have manifestation. I'll get to that in a second. Even if you feel like you are at the bottom of this wheel and you can't see anything and you don't freaking know what is going on, sometimes people have to fall off of this wheel because we manifest everything. We sign our contract before we come in. Again, here and now, contract. We sign our contract before we get here, and we have lessons that we are meant to learn in this trip. And you're going to manifest this lesson. And if you don't learn it, you're going to manifest it again. Even if you think you learned it, and deep down, there is some part of you that feels as if this is all that you deserve, or if you feel as though you can't handle this, or whatever wound it is that you're meant to learn to heal right now. If you don't take care of that wound, it's going to keep showing up in different ways, but it's because you are still carrying that with you. So that is what is on the back of your mind. That is why you make the choices that you make. And because you are making the choices based off of your own wounds and your own ego, you're going to bring in whatever it is that you're struggling with in the first place. Everybody uses the word narcissist, okay? To get a little personal, I was raised by one, and then I married one. And then I got into a relationship with another one. If you haven't healed yourself the way that you're meant to, you're gonna unintentionally bring that back in different ways until you learn. But that being said, here we are. We have the magic. We have the Ten of Wands being a lot lighter than it was. You're still fighting this. Like, you're not done yet. You're not at the top of your Wheel of Fortune yet. Number 21 might mean something. But you have it in you to finish this and to learn from it and move on to a new cycle. And that alone can be intimidating. I know that. But that's what we're here for. We're here to mind our business and learn our lessons. Anything else? Moon cycles. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. Pay attention to what cycle you're in, how you feel. But also try to stay consistent even when you're not feeling your best. And I'm not saying to never ever rest, never chill, never whatever. Everything is a cycle. Everything is a cycle. You know what to do. You already know. You already know all this. Clear your space. All right. Just whether that means decluttering physically, decluttering mentally, whatever that means to you, whatever you need to do, you already know. And it's daunting, and I know that. I get that. It seems impossible, but guess what? Everything that you thought was impossible to happen to you was somehow made possible. So anything that you want to happen to you is possible. If you got into a situation, you can get into another situation, whether it's good or not, because that's just how it goes. But only you can choose whether or not you are going to continue this particular situation, or whether or not you are going to choose a new situation and make choices based off of whatever it was that you need to heal because of this in the first place. Whenever you get all triggered and all upset and whatever and whatnot, feel it. What do you feel? Why do you feel that way? Go all the way back as far as you can remember. What made you feel that way the first time that you can remember? And then recognize that this is not happening now because of this. This is happening now because of a choice that you made to get here from this. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, then this is not for you. Move along. If it does, then great. I hope you can find this helpful, but also, either way, that's entirely up to you. Let's get one affirmation, close it out. It's safe to slow down, relax, and let go. It is safe for you to take a break and really think about this and be thorough. You don't want to be messy with this. And sometimes when we're tired, we rush. Don't rush this or you're going to repeat this. When I see the good in others, I acknowledge it out loud. If you see something, say something. In the end, I welcome healthy, loving relationships.